Alrighty, Cummins is hooked up to the trailer, and well, you know, that can only mean one thing around here. Got tools on the bed, so yeah, we're going for a little adventure today, a nice little side quest. Found a good deal on something that I want to start putting the pieces together for, so this is the starting platform of what I have in mind. So we're gonna jump in the Cummins, go for a 2-hour hike down to where it is, and go get ourselves one of them good old Facebook Marketplace lowball deals. So you'll see what I'm getting shortly, and you're gonna be really shocked as usual. So let's go get another platform to start a new project. Well, that's pretty bare of a truck, wouldn't you say, Brandon?
That's a truck?
Well, we got some loading up to do, and we'll make a stop here down the road to do some explaining, but yes, that is a whole frame of a truck.
I think it's missing just a couple things.
Nah, it's minor details.
I don't know if you've noticed, but usually there's something about right here.
No. So we're gonna get this thing pushed up on the trailer here, and we'll do some explaining in a little bit. Alright, well, we stopped at, first Quick Trip we found, because you gotta stop at Quick Trip. But this here is a 2005 plus Ford F-250 frame. I've been kind of on the hunt for one for a little while now. I've kind of been putting through the ideas of possibly redoing things. So that's the only hint I'm really gonna give there. This is a crew cab short bed frame, so therefore, the single cab isn't going to work for it. So we are going to be going a whole new route with our Cummins build here, but minor details. I wanted to redo it. I really like Ford frames. I like the coil spring front ends. So we got ourselves a front and rear axle here. Even came with a drive shaft. That's more than we got with this Dodge when I bought it. So this is going to get put in the backyard, and I'm going to start acquiring things over the next while for it. So you're not going to see much of this beyond this video. So it took me 2 years of acquiring parts to build that truck, so I'm roughly looking at the same time frame of acquiring parts to build this truck. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, we're hauling home a frame today.
funny.
Alright, well, the frame has made it to its new home. It's going to be sitting up here on top of the hill, waiting for us to get to it. So we're going to get her unstrapped, and then we're just going to push it off and let it roll into the wood pile there, because we ain't really got any other good way of stopping it. So
No, we got Mother Nature to stop it
Yeah.
for us.
you ready? Pull on the parking brake. Turn a little bit. All right, well, that wasn't too sketchy, at least.
That wasn't that bad.
Well, she's got herself a new temporary home for a while, so yeehaw. Got ourselves a Ford frame, boys. Time to start collecting more parts.
1 week later.
All right, time for a little bit of a side quest tonight. Got a bunch of random supplies on the bed of the old square body here, so we're gonna go down to the front yard by the other square body, see if we can get it fired up and move it into the backyard, because that truck's the new scrap hauler. So it's time to get it fired up. That way we can load it with scrap all winter long. So let's go see what we can do. We got a fuel tank, a fuel line, and a low pressure pump. So let's just slap this on there, see if we can fire this thing up. Everybody loves these kinds of videos, right? Yeah, let's get an old truck running. So here is the suspect. I don't think we've ever talked about it, but this is my 78 GMC 1-ton, 12-foot bed, single cab, 454, 44,000 some original miles. So thing's an absolute unit. My grandpa bought this truck years ago, so yeah, just been around as a family workhorse for quite a while. Been sitting though ever since he passed away for the most part, so time to put this thing back into use. We gotta get her up on top of the hill there behind the garage, so let's start playing around and see what we can do. Well, modifications are always having to be done, so the end of this was all burred up, and it actually split the line when I put it on, so cut it down. Hopefully it'll go on nicer, not split it this time, with any luck. Unfortunately, it didn't come off with the line or with the fitting, so I have to sit here and spin everything around now that I got the line on. So, oh well, minor details. And we've lost our daylight, so that's all so wonderful. All right, that goes on there now. Go figure out our hose situation. Our boat tank is just going to go on the side over here. So, move our air cleaner out of the way for now. This battery tray is probably not going to be very accepting of this battery, mainly because it's all rotted out and whatnot, but we'll find out. Or we can just set it on the fender well. That would actually work out perfectly. Or face it the opposite way around. We'll figure it out. And I just broke the battery tray. Yay, rusty trucks. Don't want the positive side facing down in that scenario. So, if anything's going to hit the body, it's going to be the negative. Luckily, this truck is converted to hot post, so it makes my life a little bit easier. Just a little bit, not by much. But... All right. Well, let's make sure that she still cranks over and see if any fuel is going to come out of here, because I believe the last time when we tried doing this it wouldn't start because it wasn't getting fuel. So let's find out. There's a battery, good battery in her. Keys are in the ignition. Door's a little stuck. Oh, and I got nothing. Well, shit. Okay, well, we have no power now. That could just be the main reason why it didn't start last time. I don't know. So, that's a new problem that I can't say I've had with her. So, I'm going to do some brief poking around, I suppose, and find out why we don't have any power. But this darkness isn't going to help, so let you know if I find anything.
A few moments later.
Well, not finding any quick answers. Found this wiring, but it's still not quite helping. So, yeah, I gotta figure this one out. Last time I played with this truck, I definitely remember it having power, just not wanting to start. So, might make another video on this, but we will see. So, yeah, see what happens.
3 days later.
All right, so it is day 2 on moving this square body in my front yard. So we are in the old Dick now. I'm not gonna really bother trying to get the truck running right now. It's getting cold. It's raining the rest of the week, supposedly, to the weather. So we got the old Dick, the tow bar I made the last time the square body, the other square body broke, and yeah, we're gonna hook it up to the Dick and see if we can move it that way, get her pulled back up into the yard, and yeah, go from there. So I don't see what can go wrong. So close. Yeah, that should be neutral.